you're not walking out of this courtroom today. Either you're going to be going to prison or either you're going to be going to inpatient treatment. You're going to get drug tested today. What are the results going to be?
They will come back a positive.
Positive for what?
Methamphetamine. I just do it when I'm under stress. So I know I have a problem and I don't do it like around my children. I don't do it, every day. It's just, when I'm under stress and I was, really scared. So, and really under stress. So I don't do it when I go to work. I don't do it, every day, like I said.
I'm going to find her guilty, sentence her to.
All right, folks, buckle up. Today's case is straight out of a legal drama. We've got a mother standing before a federal judge, facing major drug trafficking charges after being caught with a large supply. Now here's where things take a sharp turn. Instead of denying it, she looks the judge in the eye and says, "I only do it sometimes." No legal jargon, no complex defense, just raw honesty. You can tell she means it, but when you're staring down a 6-year federal sentence, sincerity might not be enough. Does admitting the truth help her or hurt her? That's for the court to decide, but I want to hear what you think. Was this a bold move or a huge mistake? Let me know in the comments. And if you're all about real, unfiltered courtroom moments, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it.
All right, we're here for sentencing today. According to the plea bargain agreement, she pled no contest to count 2 of the indictment. She applied for deferred adjudication. The state is proceeding only on count 2 according to the plea bargain agreement. Punishment is to be assessed at 6 years in the prison, and the state is silent on the defendant's application. The court requested that the defendant's criminal history be provided to the court. There were no objections to the court receiving that from the state. Is that correct?
Correct.
And any objections to the court reviewing that?
No, Judge, of course not.
All right. The state is silent. Is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, of course, Ms. Torres is hoping you'll grant her application for deferred. She's in self-employed cleaning houses. She has several customers that rely on her. She has a few kids. She's just asking for the court to maybe direct her to some outpatient treatment because she believes she needs some help with this problem. And other than that, again, she's just hoping you'll grant her application.
All right. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Missy Torres, Missy Ann Torres.
All right. So you're going to get drug tested today. What are the results going to be?
They will come back a positive.
Positive for what?
Methamphetamine.
All right. So how often are you using meth?
I only do it when I'm under stress, and I did it because I could get denied for adjudication, so
I'm sorry, what?
I could get denied the application, so I just was I just do it when I'm under stress. So I know I have a problem, and I don't do it like around my children. I don't do it, every day. It's just when I'm under stress and I was really scared, so and really under stress. So I don't do it when I go to work. I don't do it, every day like this.
I get where you're coming from. It's tough to hear someone charged with serious drug offenses downplay meth use like it's no big deal. Meth isn't something you just dabble in on weekends. It's known for being one of the most addictive and destructive substances out there. So when she says she only uses it occasionally, it definitely raises red flags. Can anyone really use meth casually? Most experts and recovery stories say no. And if she is using it while raising kids, that's not just a personal issue. It becomes a child safety concern. It's hard not to feel for those kids caught in the middle. Yes, the justice system is supposed to weigh things fairly and give people a chance to explain themselves, but if this is just an attempt to soften the blow, it's a dangerous game to play. Is she trying to manipulate the court, or is this her reality and she genuinely doesn't see the harm? That's up for debate, but like you said, it's hard not to be skeptical. Share your thoughts below. Was that honesty or strategy? Let's keep watching and find out where this goes.
All right. So how many children do you have?
I have 3.
What are their ages?
11, 8, and 5.
And where are they now?
2 of them are with their dad and 1 is with my grandma.
All right. With your grandmother. So their great grandmother?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Uh, do you help take care of your children?
Yes.
How
I-
often?
I see them every other weekend and, I don't pay child support, but I pay them. My exes and, I have my daughter. My daughter is, with me.
No, you just said your daughter is with the
Yeah,
great
but I
grandmother.
live with my grandmother, this was it.
All right.
So I help take care of, she
All right.
helps me take care of her.
Okay. So one, I don't think it's appropriate for you to be cleaning houses
Okay.
because of the nature of this offense. And two, I don't think it's appropriate for you right now to be taking care of your children.
That's why I'm asking for help, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what?
That's why I was asking for help, Your Honor. That's why.
All right, your help is not going to be outpatient treatment if I grant this application for deferred adjudication. So you're going into custody today.
Okay.
All right. So it's just a matter of what I'm going to do with you. I will tell you the court's issue, and if you want to address this, I know the state is proceeding on count 2 of possession, but she had a lot of drugs with her.
No,
So I don't understand if you're working homes, then why do you have a scale with
Wait.
you? Because that's, according to this, you had drugs, you had a scale in your purse, and there were baggies totaling 32.0 grams.
well, Your Honor, I was a heavy user back then, and it was.
Oh, you're not, I tell you what, I don't think, and if I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think you were using 32 grams of meth.
It was, it was only 28.
No, you have meth here for 4.964 grams, and you also have meth for 27.459 grams. And what you pled to in count 2 was a possession 4 to 200 grams. So this is not a possession 1 to 4. So we're talking about 27 grams. And according to the stipulations, that what was found in your bag, it says, I searched her bag and inside a Paris Hilton makeup bag box were baggies, a scale, and crystal-like substance inside a cut vacuum sealed bag. That's from your Paris Hilton makeup bag.
Let's be real here. When someone gets caught with baggies, a digital scale, and a stash that includes heroin, the I only use it when I'm stressed defense just doesn't cut it. That's not a small-time mistake or a slip-up. That's the kind of setup law enforcement sees all the time in full-blown distribution cases. She's trying to paint herself as a casual user, but the evidence says otherwise. And if she truly were just using occasionally, why the scale? Why the stash? Why the setup that screams preparation and intent? It's almost like she's hoping the court will ignore the obvious and just take her word for it. But thankfully, the judge isn't falling for it. Lying while under oath is a big risk, and even if perjury charges aren't common in cases like this, the court still takes it seriously. The judge clearly sees right through the story, and honestly, the best thing this woman could do is stop digging herself deeper. Let's get back to it and watch how the court responds to her claims.
So what I had, the meth was it was double bagged in a sandwich bag. So yes, ma'am, I know it was 20, but it's because that was my personal. I didn't have any other. And last time I went, they tried to only give me which was 14 grams. So I had to.
No, what I'm telling you is, they said the baggie found in Robert's pocket tested positive for meth and had a field weight of 6.12
That was Robert's,
grams.
that wasn't mine.
No. I'm not saying that was yours. So the 6.12 grams that were found in his pocket, they're saying that was his. It was in his pocket. But the baggie, which was found in Missy's purse, tested positive for meth and had a field weight of 32.09 grams. Now, mind you, what they do in the field, I already know that testing drugs in the field are not legal for court. So I'm not considering the weight and what they said in the field. I'm considering what has been given to me for laboratory reports. So this was the professionals testing it, not a presumptive. And it says 27.459 grams was the net weight of the meth that you had in your Paris Hilton bag.
Yes, Your Honor. And I will say that I used to use a whole ounce within 2 to 3 days. So I was a heavy user, and like I said, they tried to give me half of that the last time, and right now it's going for 250. So if I'm paying 250, I wanted the whole thing. I wanted to make sure. I'm just being honest, and I'm sorry. Excuse me for being
No, I
transparent.
want you to be honest and I want you to be transparent.
I'm sorry for being transparent, but it's something that I feel like I worked for my money, and I didn't want just to get gypped again. I can promise you I didn't sell anything. It was because I've been gypped many times. So I did get it. Now it was double bagged because I don't know, that's the way they gave it to me. I can't, and it is my mistake, and I'm taking full responsibility, but I wasn't selling drugs. I wouldn't, I guess I have a job, and back then I was, a heavy user where I would just do it before work, after work, and I didn't have my children in my life. Now I do have my children back in my life, and I'm trying to be a good mom. So I thank you for, giving me an inpatient program.
Well, no, I'm not saying I'm going to give you
Oh, I'm
inpatient.
sorry.
What I'm saying is that you're not walking out of this courtroom today.
Mhm.
Either you're going to be going to prison or either you're going to be going to inpatient treatment. So it's very important that you be 100% honest with me, because I'm telling you, the state proceeded on a possession, but the amount of drugs you had and the way they were packaged, that's concerning for the court. So you're saying that you just bought a bunch of meth and you were saving it up for use?
So I would use within 2 to 3 days, that was all my personal. Like I said, they tried to sell me half of that one time, and I went back to the same person, but I said, I'm gonna weigh it myself to make sure I'm getting the right amount, because I'm an addict. I'm sorry, I am. And we're not,
So you travel with your own scale?
well, at the time I did, because like I said, I've been gypped, and when you're an addict, that's all you think of, just how to get, make sure you're getting what you need.
Are you guys really buying this story? Because I'm not. Let's break it down. Getting caught with hard drugs is already a serious charge, but when you're also carrying plastic baggies and a digital scale, that's not just a red flag. It's practically a billboard that says, I'm dealing. You don't need a law degree to figure out that tools for packaging and measuring drugs are what prosecutors use to prove intent to distribute. That bumps the whole case up a level and brings way tougher consequences. Now the question is, was she really just clueless? Or is this some carefully planned act to dodge a longer sentence? Because either way, the court's not likely to be sympathetic. And if she thinks playing the I didn't know card is going to work, she's in for a wake-up call. This is when judges look at the full picture, not just the drugs, but what else comes with them. Let me know your take. Is she just lost or trying to play everyone? Let's jump back in and see what the judge decides.
And honestly, I can see where I made my mistake, but I won't, I'm being honest with you. It was my skeleton measure. So my personal, that's it. And I don't know if Robert would tell you that was my personal as well. Like, I mean, I don't want to call him or anything you can if you want to, but he would tell you that's what I used to pick
Oh, no, I'm not going to be calling Robert, because Robert probably has a case of his own.
Right. But I'm saying Robert can tell you too, within 3 days, maybe 2 to 3 days, really, it would have been gone, and I would have been back doing it again. Now I don't. It was kind of like a stress thing. And
where did you get your drugs to use today before you came to court?
Just an old friend. I hadn't talked to him since, and it was on Saturday when I knew it was, coming, and I guess I felt, under pressure.
If I
Yes.
say something, I think the fact that she would actually go out and do the same drugs that she's about to get sentenced for in a couple of days, I think really speaks to the fact that she has a serious addiction problem that I think only rehab can treat. And if you decide that's ISF or SATF or SAFE, we understand that, but I think she really needs treatment.
All right, this is what the court is there anything else for me to say? All right, this is what the court is going to do. I see that she hasn't been to prison before. I'm going to find her guilty, sentence her to 6 years in the prison, the therapeutic community. There's to be no contact with Robert Marble, give her credit for any time served, and I'll retain jurisdiction.
Now that the full sentence is in, I've got to say, I think the judge made the right call. Judge Boyd, in my opinion, has always been one of the more level-headed and thoughtful judges, and this decision really shows that. Even though the defendant was clearly dishonest and tried to downplay everything, the judge still offered a small window of hope: serve 6 months with good behavior and earn a chance at early release. That's huge, especially considering the evidence stacked against her. But that's the reality of addiction. It often comes with lies, denial, and choices that don't make sense until it's too late. Hopefully, this is the wake-up call she needs to make a real change. And not just for herself, for her kids, who deserve a stable and present parent. Maybe this time away will finally give her the perspective and support to rebuild. That's a wrap for this one. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Was this sentence fair, too strict, or too lenient? Drop your take in the comments below. If you're into real courtroom stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and send over any cases you want me to cover next. Thanks for being here. Until next time, take care.